Here we all are with the shame and the guilt, wondering how we're going to push the radical change at our corporations. Do I have the power if I'm not in the DE&I task force? Do I have the power if I'm not in the C-suite? Do I have the influence if my team doesn't trust me anymore as a leader? Well, the answer is yes. You have the power to make a genuine connection with Black and people of color without alienating them. You just have to make that choice and make that decision.
What I need to say is that in order to achieve real structural and systemic change, white people in particular need to start making serious personal and professional sacrifices and risks in the name of anti-racism.
One of my best employees got mad at me for this exact reason when I said, you're cutting your weakest person in this department because we're hiring a Black individual for this senior role. And they said, we let go of all the weak links because of COVID. That's what you made us go through this shitty situation in March, Gary. This is fucked up. I said, it's not fucked up. What's fucked up is we don't have enough Black leaders in this company.
You know, no one is perfect. We all make mistakes, right? Being a better ally means that you're putting yourself out there, right? Especially as a white executive, you're putting yourself out there, and there can be times where you fuck up, right? I think a lot of people would love to hear your authentic experiences of growth, or actually being biased without knowing it.
I used in a sentence, women and people of color. And I'm grateful for a Black woman who wrote me privately and said, don't put women and people of color in the same sentence because it's two different things and words matter. Systemic racism is altogether something else. Absolutely. And words matter. So be a better ally and acknowledge that there's a time and a place, and the emphasis right now is on our Black employees and on our marginalized voices. And that's something that I will take with me. And that's just an example, I think, of where it shows up.
The people who are the most uncomfortable with change are the people who benefit the most from the status quo. What conversations make us uncomfortable? What conversations bring that discomfort out of us? And Rima talked about how we can become more comfortable with being uncomfortable. And in thinking about that, it begs the question, how much of ourselves have we met?
Diversity, we have this threshold for diversity where we love it on the first floor, but the higher you go, right? The higher you go, the less you see. And real diversity requires this transfer of power that is a very hard pill to swallow. But the minute we do that, the minute we change the culture, the mindset, not just our trainings and our talent and this panic to find people to bring in, the minute we look in first, I think we will change this industry. The work will be better, the world will be better, and we have to stop creating work for the awards and for the press, and it's about the kid in the Bronx watching TV much more than it is about some award show in France.
If you want to talk the big game about supporting Black creators, Black creatives within your agencies and within your community, the best way to do it is by centering them in your conversation.
There's a lot of desperation from allies to just flip a switch. It's like, oh, we gotta fix it, flip it, on, off, on, off. And it's like, this has been in effect for hundreds of years, and there are so many things to like unearth and dig up and realize all this racism has had an impact on. Like, it's been here since the dawning of this nation, whether it was, crimes committed against Indigenous people or Black people or any other marginalized group. This stuff is not something that you can just fix overnight.